Well, I think I should win with Mr. Wiffleball because probably the coolest out of everyone here. I'm also a senior, graduating, need to accomplish something in my life, so there's that.
Hey, you know that NSYNC song? I think everyone knows it because it's gonna be me.
I want to win because I floss twice a day and good dental hygiene is very important.
I would like to be Mr. Wiffleball to represent KSA and Suho Park.
I think I should win Wiffleball because Offie or Jonathan Zhang is my competition.
Please, I'm desperate.
Because I'm rich.
I think I should be Mr. Wiffleball because I think I have the best smile and my talent will be the best.
I think I'm gonna be the next Wiffleball because I use the best hair products. Nobody take care of my hair like I do.
I look cute and I follow Confucius teachings.
I think I should be Mr. Wiffleball 2019 because for the guys out there, you know I always look out for my boys. And for the girls out there, you know I always treat you.
Masculinity is like the strive to be a man that is confident yet humble, and he's like respected by the entire community, and he gives back to those he loves and those around him.
Masculinity to me, I guess, is just being responsible for like your family and what you do to give back to society. And also, when I was a kid, I watched Dragon Ball Z a lot. That shit was like the epitome of masculinity to me. And I could never achieve that, so I felt kind of bad. But then I was like, I don't know, I do me, and then just do my best.
Masculinity to me means supporting the ones you love and standing up for yourself and everyone around you.
Masculinity to me is someone that's respectable, honorable, and not afraid to show their emotions.
Masculinity to me isn't what the common idea of masculinity is. I believe someone who's really masculine is someone who takes responsibility for their actions, and when it really comes down to it, they're able to make sacrifices to protect what they really value in their life. I think a truly masculine person may not seem like it all the time, but you'll know when the time comes.
So I think masculinity is accepting and being proud of who you are, but also I think it's about not caring what the insignificant people in your life think about who you are.
To me, masculinity means being able to do whatever it takes in order to get something done and to be able to be there for people when they need you to be there for them.
Masculinity is like having respect for yourself and others, and also being in touch with both like the masculine and the feminine parts of yourself.
I think masculinity is to be an honest dude who doesn't stray to the wrong path.
Masculinity is being like super respectful, but also showing like strength, especially like sympathy towards someone, especially when they're going through a hard time.
I'd like to shout out any of the exchange students that came out to watch me. And I guess I already shouted out Suho, but I think I'd also like to shout out any seniors, because I guess I'll also be leaving this semester and some of you guys will also be leaving. So yeah, have fun. I hope you enjoy the show.
First, I like to shout out the Phantom Troop, or like whatever we call ourselves now. So I'm talking about Shamar, I'm talking about Yan, Dom Chez, Cozy James, Nitsi, Oshakwan, 100 Miles, and of course Akeem. I'm glad that she woke up. Second, I like to shout out Jasa. And then I'd like to shout out Language House. I love you guys so much. And then I like to shout out my boys from back home. I'm talking about Dylan, I'm talking about Kiriko, I'm talking about Hui, I'm talking about Dad. I don't even know if you guys will be here. Lastly, I want to shout out Sorambushi Squad.
I want to give a shout out to all my bigs, Sally, Steph, Jesse, Twan, and Alan, and also to the boys and the lads, and especially VSA, and especially Christiane and my brother Peter, because I probably wouldn't have done it without them pushing me.
Shout out to all my bigs, Alan, Nathan, Andrew, Joe, and Annie, and also especially Stefan and Rita for the ones pushing me the most to do this.
I'd like to give a shout out to my dog, because he's my dog.
Shout out to everybody that came today. Thanks for being here.
I want to shout out my friend Farva. I want to thank him for always being there for me.
I just want to shout out to all the people in GGWB supporting me and helping me become a better dancer, and also the talent section.
Shout out to the clubs I'm part of, Tianyi. We also have Showcase April 21st. Terp Wushu. We have our end of the year show May 5th. Shout out to Tai Chi Kung Fu Academy. My coach made a new school. He also sells Fuego pants, $20. Pretty fucking good. And shout out to Justin Schur. He's the one that pushed me to rap for Delicious at Coffee House, which is why I'm here. And shout out to Uncle Iroh from Avatar. He's my role model.
I like to shout out my family, my close friends, Tyler Hahn, Harvey's son, Washington Zhao, he's in Cali. VJ Day, he's at MIT right now. Aaron Jang, he goes to UMD. And I like to shout out the people in GWB who pushed me to do Mr. Wiffleball. Yimi Luzader, Hugh Le, Yu Xiang Lai, and all the E-board members. And lastly, I like to shout out a special someone in my heart. You know who you are.